Hey, folks, and welcome to Never Split the Party. This is our Starfinder show, Mostly Harmful, Season 3, Episode 18. Hopefully, this is the end of the Nat Android story arc, but we'll see how far that goes. And we'll be going right into Endgame for the next couple episodes, so stay tuned. We are nearing the end of our Starfinder campaign. um, Hang out for the after party, which we do every after stream or after every Starfinder stream, I should say. We talk until roughly 11 o'clock ish, and we'll be talking a little bit about future projects or whatever folks in chat want to talk about, or coronavirus. Who knows? I don't know. Hopefully everyone's staying healthy and came to watch us while you guys are all stuck inside. Social
Or if you're
distancing,
listening to the podcast,
FTW. Oh, and if you're listening to the podcast, yeah, all that fun stuff. You got listen. You guys are great, and we're committing to podcast going forward, so we're all about it. For tonight, I'll let my lovely cast introduce themselves. I will give a quick recap, and if anyone
And
wants to interject
Patrick.
with announcements, they can.
And Patrick.
What about Patrick? Oh yeah, and Patrick. Um, I'll
It's a
start.
fake
And Patrick,
cousin.
what?
Well, the cast and Patrick. I get it. I'm with it.
And
Castrick.
My name
I
is
don't.
Dustin. I also go by the Arbitrary Nerd, and I am the GM this evening, and only feeling a little under the weather, and I'm going to pretend I don't. Next, please.
I'm Justin. I play Seeker, the android technomancer, who may or may not have gotten us into a bit of trouble here. Ha ha ha! Yeah, no, okay,
We party white, blame Justin.
yeah.
Anyways,
Well-
I'm Chris. I just put down carpet literally like 20 minutes ago, so my voice probably sounds a lot better than it usually does. I play Miller, and I'm still trying to get all of my stuff together, so I'm just gonna mute myself and move on so I can still like get everything ready for today.
Chris, you're muted.
Got him.
All right. So I'm Michael, and I'm playing Zero, the android operative, who did not royally screw us over. That's the other android.
Yeah,
That was for you, Dustin.
I appreciate that.
My name is Nick, and I play Dren, the Marikoi Solarian, and has maybe not have done the worst thing to the party as of yet. We're about to find out.
My name is Patrick, and I play Rai Shorin. I'm the captain of a terrible, god-awful crew. Just terrible.
And Miller.
And Seeker.
Hmm.
And Zero.
No. No, I stand by my statement.
I believe Rye is still the biggest mass murderer out of all of us.
But he
Yeah, he was
hasn't,
just really
But
good
I
at
never
hiding
got
the
us
bodies.
killed.
and that's the trick.
Nope, we sure did get you killed at one point. Wait, that wasn't you.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha!
All right. Does anyone have any announcements they want to interject?
I would like to announce that it's St. Patrick's Day.
Woo! Oh, I'm not even wearing
Oh,
green. Crap.
That's
really?
my day.
Oh,
Happy St.
Who's got
Patrick's
pinch
Day,
me?
folks.
Happy Saint Meat.
I take it back. I take it back. Any other
So what did you do
announcements?
for your holiday? Oh, I stayed in my apartment all day. And then what? Uh-huh.
Yeah. For mine, I stayed in my house and was on Zoom literally all day. That's the conferencing software we're using right
You're
now.
still on Zoom.
Yeah, I can't get
Yeah.
off of it. It's actually starting to bother me. That's okay.
Growing in.
That's all right. As long as it starts getting like subdermal implants, I don't have to keep looking at my screen. It'll be fine. I'm just working on it. Yeah, I don't really think I have any other announcements. I feel like I totally should, but I'm really tired and I don't feel good, so I'm gonna move on. Last time on Starfinder Z. Yeah, it works.
Oh,
The party uncovered, or discovered, found, was navigated to the secret storage facility slash, I don't know, death chamber of the formidable assassin android known as Nat 2.0, which has been Seeker's quandary since prior to taking on the Seeker persona,
Andre?
and kind of led Seeker to joining the party in a manner of speaking.
And Quarry?
And maybe led to Zero joining the party in a manner of speaking. Who knows? We'll find out more tonight, I think. In the course of this adventure, which you can see last time, which is available on our YouTube at bit.ly/neveryoutube,
Or wherever
the
podcasts are seen.
or
listened
wherever your
to,
podcasts are
sold.
found. Sold.
So we don't sell them.
Distributed.
Yeah, that's fine. The party encountered a hologram of Nat 2.0, which identified itself as Omega, potentially to be snarky, not sure. And they've been interacting with it similar to how they'd interacted with Nate or Nat 3 way back when on Verses. This is using old tech that was created by Nat 3. And they've been giving a series of basically Nat 2.0 tasks, except all of these tasks have been targeted towards Zero, who has some special connection into this laboratory, which is really an open secret at this point. In the last room, which you can see on Switch right now, or it's been a series of 4 rooms, each of equal size, barring any additional components that open up. They have had to potentially kill people that were held prisoner. That was super well. None of the 3 made it, although that wasn't strictly speaking Zero's fault for all of them. Zero, what did you do?
I killed the first one who actively murdered people, and like he was huge murderer.
And you got a
slave
bonus to your
trader.
stat for that. And then
Yep.
you tried to save another one, and that reduced to the same stat. And
I
then the other
didn't try
one,
to save him. I tried to wake him up to talk to him.
Gotcha. You tried to not kill him was enough, and that lost you the stat. And then the last one was killed when you kind of gave sass to the hologram later on. In each of the rooms, you've been taken through an aspect of Nat 2.0, either memories, actions, motivations. And in the last room, Zero was asked to basically download the hologram into himself, and he refused. And I don't remember exactly what was said to trigger things. It says Seeker, Seeker, something. I don't remember. It was at the very end of the episode.
Yeah. Seeker said something along the lines of, "But what about your gun?" or something like that.
No. What happened was he said an android needs to accept his power, and I said, "Oh, keep your gun on mute."
Got you. Right. And through some failed skill checks, I believe, you managed to piss off the hologram, who locked the exit, has locked your ability to go forward, and has opened up all the previous rooms and released the thing that was living in the ceiling of the first room, which poured from a vent and is a huge pile of gas or cloud. Yeah, cloud. Let's go with cloud. Cloud of gas of shifting colors that are indescribable in nature, but apparently green as far as the token's concerned. Again, we'll call that the St. Patty's Day food coloring.
It's indescribable green.
Basically, it is always shifting colors and all that fun stuff. It is
It's
quite
gravitating
literally,
towards green though.
yeah, gravitating towards green. It's quite literally a color out of space. We left off last time where the hologram, which you can see on screen, or if you're listening, deal with it, is at the back of the room next to Seeker, and it's all translucent blue and looks pretty similar to Seeker. I don't really think I have anything else. We can kind of get into this because I expect you all to die, and then we can go home. For the
You know
record,
what, Nat
Whatever.
Prime? That's exactly why they kept making new models after you. You're broken. That was a dumb move.
That's what you actually said? You literally said
Yes.
that right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll throw you under the bus too.
is that the first time that Nat Prime has been brought up?
I believe so. I might have made allusions to it before, but I don't
Yeah, I
think
think
you
it was
caught-
more
I caught
focused
on it.
on Zero at the time. As soon as that is said, the hologram it doesn't turn like a normal sentient creature with physical form would. Instead, it kind of fuzzes out, and then when it fuzzes back in, it's completely oriented towards you. So basically, it was looking ahead towards zero, and then as soon as that said, it fizzles, and then starts looking directly at you, Seeker, and it seems to have a new look on its face. Could I have everyone roll initiative, please?
I don't wanna.
That's fair. I wouldn't want to in your situation either. Oh, hold on. I need a pen. You guys keep track of all your stuff.
I feel like that's
What
the
was
wrong
that?
Some ripped ass.
What was that?
I don't know if that's the right one.
24. I'm not going last. Eat shit, Miller.
23. I'm at least going after you.
Okay,
Dustin,
What's the 3 top? What is the 3 top?
It's a D4.
No.
That's Miller.
3 top.
What's
What's
Miller.
the 3
three,
top?
three
That's
heads,
my last
man.
name.
Yeah.
But he's
Obviously,
got 2.
you don't.
No, he's got
Exocortex
3.
Miller
And
Phyllis.
Phyllis.
He's got an AI in his head.
Yes.
Oh.
I thought you were asking what a D4 is. Like,
I rolled a nat 20, so I hope you guys all rolled well.
Nope.
oh.
Nope.
In traditional
Well-
Nick fashion, I did not.
I rolled close to a natural 20, just 5 off, you know.
I rolled an average.
I mean, I potentially tied it if it has the normal, like max plus 6.
Let me take a look. It's initiative. Nope, +8.
Okay, no, it's going first then.
All right, color
Um,
0. Who's after 0? Oh, I'm not on the roll. Hold on.
That would be Rye. Seeker,
Rye.
Nick, what did you get?
I got a 9.
Then Miller, then Dren.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. And just so everyone can see, for those who are looking on the map, and I'm sure Justin will cut this from the audio podcast as he's so good at that. We've got the color out of space in the first room, which is a little bit more than 40 feet away. In the second room, I put in some tokens with X's on them. Those are the prisoners that were murderized, one way or the other. And then all the kind of grayed out seeker tokens are the statues, 2 per every 5-foot square, of the different nat line that was on display in that room. And all right, so since the color out of space goes first, let me see. Do I have a description for this thing?
Where are the doors on this?
Oh, good call.
Are we still affected by its thing? Do we have to make
yeah,
new
you
saving
got-
rolls?
No, you're still affected by the
I
thing.
thought he closed the doors so we could.
The doors are open because y'all pissed him off.
Okay.
Yeah, but do we have to
And
make
what
new
was
ones
that,
since they
what was that
opened?
debuff again?
We're
I'll
apathetic.
tell you in a second. Here, the doors are there. They're in the middle 10. Yeah, I didn't get any assets for this. I wasn't really planning on doing a map, and then last second I put it together. All right, the doors are in the middle of each room, and let me see. The Aura of Lassitude, which I believe was Miller and Seeker.
And Dren.
Oh, and Dren. Okay. Let's see. About starships. You failed the. You get a -4 penalty to will saving throws, and you're overwhelmed with listlessness and ennui. And you also, just so you know, won't willingly travel further than 1 mile from the area.
Yeah, now I don't think that ennui necessarily means that they take no action.
No. It
No.
doesn't
No.
say anything about their actions.
Okay.
It's a feeling and attitude. It's more of a character thing. It's not. It doesn't
For
have any
flavor.
boom effects.
Oh no, I know. I just wanted to make sure that no one like
I'm
No,
not
the
gonna
the
play
role
let
this
playing
stuff
last
happen.
time was really good.
Yeah.
Fight or
the-
flight
We
would
just killed them all. That was fantastic. I just want to make sure people don't think that it means like they can't participate in the battle.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely not.
All right. What is this?
Unless you
thing's-
don't want us to, Patrick.
Mo, I want you to. I need to get out of here.
But I mean, we're not sure.
I mean, we
It
need to
matters
get
for
out
you.
of here.
Where's this
On
thing's
we all need to
HP?
get out of here.
I can't find how much health it has. And that's going to be
It's
important.
okay, we
Oh, there
won't
it
kill
is.
it
It's all the way
anyway.
on the other side. Oh, you guys are dead. You are so dead. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Except
All
for
right.
0.
Cool. I don't know why this book doesn't have a description of the thing. So color out of space description. Let's go Lovecraft. Let's go with the OG creator. And let's see. No, I guess there isn't a great description here. I wanted it to just be nice and quick and neat. The amorphous cloud of hard to see wavering gas fills the space before you, and within its green void you see sparkles of lights of varying colors that almost confuse you when you try to consider or label them. Thinking too hard on the monstrosity before you starts to unnerve you, and one among you begins feeling a strange prickling sensation at the nape of your neck. Rye, could I please have you make
No. Why me?
a will save?
That's terrible. Ugh. All right.
DC is 19.
Great. 50-50 shot. 16.
Oh.
What did you say the DC was?
And
19.
Rye is dead. 4 members left.
You this fuzzy feeling at the nape of your neck, Rye, begins to spread up and into your quivering antennae. That's right, we're hitting the hentai crowd. And then back down your spine, and you begin to feel your body prickle and almost deflate in on itself a little bit.
Guys, I'm starting to feel my body prickle and deflate in on itself a bit.
Patrick, you're better than that.
That's probably the first and only compliment he's
Yeah.
ever given me, and it's not a compliment.
Oh.
It's a
You
point.
take 2 points of constitution damage and
It's very rare that we would expect
Oof.
more of you.
3 points of charisma damage.
Ouch.
Is that permanent?
I don't think your GM would punish you that much, but technically, yes.
All right, so am
Actually, I think Starfinder has an easier way to get rid of ability score damage, if I'm not mistaken.
I think I might even have a spell for it.
So is that like I just take the total?
Your hit points are reduced by 1 for
There you go.
every level you have.
All right, so I'm just gonna temporarily change my scores on my sheet because it's gonna do the math automatically.
Will it do the math on? Don't lose it, man. Save another copy.
All right.
Or just literally take that much HP damage.
There's a full like space next to it for
Well,
like
no, because it will
upgraded
also
score.
affect like skill rolls and everything.
As
so I
it
wanna make
should.
sure I do
It
right.
absolutely should.
Right,
This is
so just
you
know-
are becoming weaker. So if your sheet will actually tabulate it, that's fine. Just save a copy.
Yeah, I'll do that. I
And
just don't
because you
remember how.
didn't succeed, you are not immune to it. However, that was a full round action. What just happened was you were fed upon by the color out of space.
Oh.
Mm.
That
How'd he
sounds
taste?
great.
I hope he enjoyed it. God damn it.
Now,
I turn to Seeker and I say, Seeker, if we don't make it, if we die here, I just want you to know that out of all of the team members, you were one.
That sounds about that sounds about right, Rye. I am one, aren't I? No, actually I'm more like 2. You know.
No, 2 would be more useful than 1.
I didn't roll initiative. I'm gonna have the
can't make a copy
hologram
of this?
Omega go after you guys. All right, Zero, you're up.
All right. Did the cloud do anything when that happened? Like, did we notice anything going on? It
It
moved.
rippled. Some more colors appeared. They seem to concentrate a little bit more towards Rye. Like in the cloud, it's these little spheres, just slightly shifted, kind of like all that shit that's in a cell that kind of moves around. Sure, I didn't do well in science. Leave me alone.
All right. So
Mitochondria.
It's the powerhouse
Because-
of the cell.
technically, Zero still doesn't actually have a clue what this thing is. So Zero's just gonna do what he always does: get into cover, trick attack it, and shoot it.
Classic.
Yep.
I like your commitment to bad. I do appreciate that.
So is that a 39 to trick attack?
All right, and remind me what you need to beat.
It's CR plus 20.
Wow.
You need to beat a 30.
Okay, yes, then I beat it.
Cool, you tricked it.
All right.
And then we did Google or research, but also Googled. Apparently, they can be tricked despite not having any real normal way of thinking. Whatever, sure. I don't care. is tricked.
Oops, that's the wrong one. 27.
27 to hit, and it hits EAC or KAC.
I think everything goes at EAC. Isn't that what you read?
Oh, when it hits you.
Oh, okay. Then KAC.
Hit.
All right, and that will be. So half of 47.
Yeah, because
Oh.
it's incorporeal, you'll shoot it. Because your weapon is magical due to the fusion, you do find that basically your ammo, your kind of bullets fly out at it, hit it. The bullet themselves pass through harmlessly, but you can see some transition of energy right at the point of impact, and that's where the damage is coming from. It glows a weird, sickly pink color. And what was the total damage?
So
Just
after
total.
halving it, it's going to be 23.
23? All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the damage I took? I finally just was able to make a copy of my sheet. It was 2 con and 1 charisma, 1 con and 2 charisma.
I thought it was 2 con,
2 and
3
3.
charisma.
2 con, 3 charisma.
Fine, that then. 2
Uh,
con, 3 charisma. Oh god.
All right, Zero, you successfully shot it, and I'll be honest with you, you did a ton more damage than I expected. Rye, you're up.
Because I do, what is it, 5d8, 4d6?
Seems to be working just fine for you.
Imagine if it wasn't immune.
We'll see. We'll see how everyone else does.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. What type of? You said kinetic, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. That's not going to have another weapon type, right? It's not going to be fire or anything like that.
No.
Cool. Sorry, Rye. What were you saying?
Technically, it could be bleeding, but that's about it.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
That's on crits. But you know.
You shut the fuck up.
Got him.
Fuck.
Worth it.
Oh, I used up all our fucks. Damn.
I don't have any more to give. I'm guessing days won't do anything to it, and it's too high a level to do that. I'm assuming
you don't
that
know
shooting
anything about
won't
it,
do
so you could try a life
Yeah,
science
I'm gonna
check.
do that. Life science
However,
check.
Yeah, I did pass it.
You didn't pass it? What did you roll?
He did pass it.
I passed it when the session ended last week.
Miller, I mean, you can definitely chat with people out of turn.
And do that.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess
but let's retcon this, that he told us what happened before combat started.
No.
I was waiting for it.
As Zero
actually,
takes
no,
a shot at.
I got this. I got this.
You got 6
so
seconds.
Miller was just kind of like looking around, and then he looks at Rye. And goes, "Oh, Rye, you look a little less handsome. Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, guys. This guy sucks. This guy is a color out of space. Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. I don't even know. Well, does anybody have? What do you guys' weapons? Looking around, Rye, what do you got for a weapon?
Shooty McShoot.
He has the same thing as me.
Does it have a fusion on it?
Let's assume no.
Okay. Rye, your that weapon there is useless. Take this instead. And he jams a ice carbine in your hand, just a bigger weapon. That will do at least a little bit if you can hit it. Good luck, Captain.
Ice carbine?
Don't let it touch you. It will disintegrate the shit out of you.
So running in with a sword, also a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't have the stats on the...
Chris has them, it's fine.
Is that a long arm or a small arm?
Oh, it is a long arm.
I don't know if
I've got a long arm. I've got 2 actually.
Yeah, 2 of them.
What was it? It's called, is it carbine, ice? Or...
It's a Gelid, Gelid.
It doesn't matter. It's not on the sheet anyway.
Ice carbine. I didn't know if you're looking up.
No, I was trying to. I have a sheet that automatically does math, but it stopped updating after a while, so I don't think that's in there. Okay, what am I rolling and what's my damage?
So you don't have long arms?
Let me double check.
All right.
Fact not.
No.
I put a link to the weapon that he passed you into the chat.
Yeah, so I'm taking what, a minus something to my
-4.
Okay. All right, so ranged attack, it's a +12, so +8.
Mhm.
Shooting. I rolled a 22.
So close.
Against EAC or KAC?
EAC.
Chris?
Miss.
Okay.
Would it
And then
matter if it can get a -2 for being flat-footed somehow?
it doesn't have feet.
It doesn't have feet. Although, again, I don't have any. Oh, so it doesn't have a physical body. So I'll go with can't be flat-footed.
All right. Then this particular time, my debilitating trick shot did nothing as far as that's concerned.
Okay.
Oh shit! I forgot I have Iron Will.
Which does.
It's a movie.
Hold on. Starfinder, Iron Will. I think it might just be already calculated in my thing. It's already calculated.
Okay.
It's a +2 to my will save.
You
Makes
still
sense.
would have only been at 18 though.
Yeah, I still wouldn't have made it. Yeah.
Hopefully, it helps you next time.
Oh no.
Apparently, you
won't.
taste great.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm the best. All right. After that, I'm gonna just move back this way.
So Miller says, "It's dangerous to go out alone. Take this." Chucks him an ice carbine.
I don't know how to use
Rye
this.
like shrugs, looks at the barrel, decides not to shoot it, fires it down the hallway, misses the giant cloud of vapor, and then runs into the corner and cowers next to the seeker statues. The only place he feels comfortable.
You don't get pluses for that because of how big it is?
It's probably already calculated.
Sorry.
I think it
calculated.
has to already be part of the AC calculation.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
everything's compared against your size. If you were bigger or smaller, maybe, but I don't think it matters. You are all
Alright.
considered medium, including the Yosoki. Seeker, it's your turn.
All right, and Sika. Well, you're
What can
probably
I do,
gonna be another
boss?
one of our aces in the hole. It's
Oh.
weak against force. You know, it's gonna do more force damage. If you got anything like the magic missiles and
I
whatnot.
do. I
course.
can probably
Shoot some
throw
magic missiles at it,
at
or don't. See if I
Yep.
care.
Does does Omega actually talk to me at all? For
Yeah, since it's your turn, Omega, seeing you kind of starting to get ready to move, says, "That one called you Prime. Have I found the original?
yeah, what of it?
My ghost in the shell, so to speak."
I saw
Why does it
that
matter to
show
you?
on a History Channel once. Oh, I'm not
Well,
in the Anui.
it would it would behoove you to reconsider my offer. With your original parts and my upgraded firmware, I think we could make a truly special reunion.
You're driving a real hard bargain, but I mean, kind of just want to get out of here. Kind of. But not too far. Like, at least not a mile away.
Stupid.
But part of me really doesn't want to go anywhere, so I want to kill this thing first. Yeah, I'm
What?
gonna use a magic missile, full cast of it, so 3d4.
All right. You kind of lazily, listlessly raise a hand.
9.
So you have to now pass a caster check. So 1d20 plus 10. We're level 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided
Um,
it was a straight level check.
22.
Yes. You just
You passed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just barely.
For what?
To hit.
hit.
Oh, that's spell resistance? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I get +2 to that as well. But if I
And
hit, I
then
hit.
what? It does 1.5, or does he roll
Yes, it does 1.5 damage.
Nice.
So the total damage, and then we'll add a half.
Yep.
like 13?
Yep.
So the 13 was the
13
13
altogether.
total.
Yep.
Oh,
I did the math for you. I know how you are.
thank you. Appreciate it. Sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah. The magic missiles branch
plus
out of
3
your
more.
hands.
It's a 1d4 plus 1 for each missile.
All right,
So
so 12 plus 6 is
so
18.
18.
18 damage.
What did you tell me the first time?
13. So
So
5
plus
more.
5. Okay.
Yep.
You got it under 100 hit points. Good job.
ooh, nice.
100 hate points.
You listlessly raise your hand. I forget how many magic missiles you're shooting out now. Kind of go all about a little bit, and then finally strike home on their target. And again, as soon as they pass through the smoke's exterior, this gas, the force disperses, and this time it kind of makes it all wiggle like a thing of floating jelly. It's quite disgusting. But you can see that little wisps of it begin peeling away where the magic missiles hit. It's still silent, though. This cloud has made no sound and will continue to make no sound. And Seeker, that was a full action for you to
Yep.
full cast. So Miller, you're up.
Oh, it's me. Well, I don't have my goggles, but I'm putting them down. Move action. And I guess I'm just firing my big ass weapon.
Have at
It's
ye.
27.
To EAC, it hits. Either way, it doesn't matter. And what's the weapon? It's got an
It is a
infusion.
blue star conqueror. It does 5d10 plus 10 electric and fire damage, so only half of this is going to hit.
Okay.
All right, so 22.
Now, is it half of the half?
No, no, no. No.
Why? It's not resistant to electricity.
It is resistant to fire. It's
It is
immune to
resist-
fire,
Yeah, it's immune to fire, so
and it takes half damage from magical attacks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so 22.
All right. Yeah. So you fire off this large cannon. Again, the shell itself passes through harm. Is it energy cannon or is it a kinetic weapon?
It's an energy. Oh, yeah.
All right. So it shows
Oh,
up
it
a
also has
giant.
Ghost Killer. Hold on, wait a second. I forgot. This thing has Ghost Killer on it.
I don't know
that
what Ghost
was
Killer is.
the weapon fusion. I
Yeah,
forgot,
you
'cause that's a
literally
s-
gave it to him in
Yeah,
the
you
last
gave it
thing.
to me.
But did you equip it?
Oh, of course I did.
Deals full damage to incorporeal creatures. Although again, it is immune to fire.
Oh, all right.
They also pass into the ethereal plane, allowing such attacks to attack ethereal creatures normally. Oh, you can score critical hits though. That's important. Okay.
Cool.
And it can actually touch your weapon, which is weird. It's not allowed to carry like physical things, but your weapon's still kosher. So yeah, you basically look like a Ghostbuster. You fire off this cannon, and it hits. And again, the energy beam arcs across this gas. I'm assuming you make some sort of smiley face as the colors
No,
fade.
I'm just sitting there.
Oh, frowny
because I'm-
face. Sorry, you're.
Yeah.
It's like you're
I
drawing a
feel
picture
like
of a hot
Rye
sob.
now.
Yeah.
Do we get any saving throws against that at all? The apathy?
I can double check, but I'm pretty sure you're boned for 24
No,
hours.
it says it right on
Ah.
the page.
all
We
right.
get one after 24 hours.
Yeah, you have a whole
Eesh.
day of feeling like
Yikes.
garbage.
If it dies, does it disappear?
Well, as
I'll allow it to die if it disappears, but it doesn't technically say that. No.
They have to stay next to its corpse until they pass it.
Yeah. How many days have you been here now? 27. All right. Yeah, Miller, you do a solid shot to it. You guys are actually doing the gas begins to kind of recede in on itself. You guys are doing some decent damage. Dren, you're up. Good luck.
yeah, good luck, Dren.
I kind of just like listlessly look around at everybody and then kind of what I've got equipped, which is not much because it's my Solarian weapon and then just like a laser pistol. And then I just start walking forward.
All right.
I take a move action of 30 feet.
Yep.
And
No,
then
Dren, stop.
I'm going to
Dren,
try
that's probably not a good. I'll probably be joining you soon.
use an ability that failed me once before, but I'm a much higher level now, so hopefully it
Seeker's
won't.
not an ability; he's a person.
Dren starts doing almost like a Doctor Strange type thing with his hands. Not really, though. Not quite as similar, but he's going to try to like mimic compacting like the air in front of him, but it's going to be around the color in space.
Sure.
I'm going to try to crush it, and I'm going to spend a resolve point, to try to make it a stun as opposed to staggered. And it needs to make a DC 22 Fortitude save.
So what kind of effect is this?
It says internal organs or workings of a target.
What kind of attack is it?
As a standard action, you can increase the effects of gravity on the internal organs or workings of a target within 30 feet, causing it to have difficulty maintaining its normal functionality.
And erection.
I would imagine it's a supernatural ability.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm asking is like a
Yeah.
supernatural
Yeah.
ability.
Well, it's not doing damage.
Oh.
Like it's not doing. It's making a. It's creating a status effect on the creature. But
Yeah,
it's
but
not
if this
doing
is
damage.
considered a corporeal spell and effect, it only has a
It-
50% chance of affecting it.
Does
And
gravity affect it?
hold
No.
on. You said what's the end result? It's gonna stun.
Stagger, stun if I use a resolve point, which I am,
It has ooze immunities, which are immune to stunning.
Ah,
and staggering.
It doesn't say staggering.
I don't even know where is stagger.
I mean, that sounds like a physical effect, regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Basically, you're attacking a literal cloud.
Okay, well, Dren is now 100% completely useless.
Well, you can get up
Oh,
there and start
jeez.
cutting on it.
With fire?
Is your attack fire? I don't think it. I think it's just generic energy, right?
We
It
could
is,
pay.
It
We
is
could-
kinetic.
We could play past the carbine.
Well, no. You have fusions on your Solarian weapon, correct?
I do have the Soulfire.
So it's considered
fusions.
magic. Now,
Okay.
does it deal fire damage?
No.
Then yeah, you can melee it.
We'll see if it comes to that.
All right. I would say maybe ready in action then instead of doing whatever you were trying to do.
Nope, I still try it.
Oh.
Yeah. Not
But he
metagame,
told
right?
me. I wouldn't know.
It's true. right,
No,
moving
that's
on.
fair. Yeah, so basically you try to compact it and it gets bigger. Like it spreads out to fill more space just to spite you. All right, now it is up to the Omega hologram. The Omega hologram reaches a little finger into its mouth. It goes again, it's a hologram, so no actual transition. And then it pokes Seeker in the head. Hey, Seeker, make a will save.
Oh boy.
Don't give my friend Corona.
-4.
Minus what?
-4.
Minus 4.
Yeah, because we have that stupid aura of lassitude.
25.
Is that
Nice.
your total?
Yes.
All right. Thanks to the help, the intervention, the finger of Nat 2.0, you have shaken the aura of lassitude.
Ugh. What? What? Why did you do that?
Well, I figured if I just gave you the tip of power contained within me, you might find that it was
He gave you
worthwhile.
just the tip.
Rise
good
like
one,
finally,
Captain.
Rise like finally, it wasn't me.
I said good one, Captain. Whatever.
And
I
then
tried.
Omega crosses his hands, or it's again digital arms, and says, "All right, keep trying. I don't want to tell you what I went through to contain that thing, but sure, just keep taking pot shots at it." And it's the color's turn. Now, what's the nastiest part of this color's ability? Let's do that.
Why? Because it might not live another turn.
Yeah, you guys are doing way better than I thought.
It'll probably live. I highly doubt we're gonna do as much damage as we just did a second time.
This is one of the few creatures that does not have. All right, so it doesn't have any sort of regeneration, which most of the harder creatures do. And that's the annoying part, is that you guys keep blowing past this. This just is supposed to be immune to most of your stuff.
Well,
it
that's
does have-
immune to me.
Well, I mean, at this point in time, I'm surprised they don't assume we all have fusions and stuff like that.
Well, they don't want you to die to this thing, so they do. They do assume that you have that. It's the reason why it's done this way.
Maybe this isn't meant for this many people.
Yeah, it's also a little bit of it. And you guys are all appropriate level. It's level 10 creature. You're level 10. It's fine. Let's see. It looks like See, its damage isn't that bad is the problem because you guys all get past that. So its really best move
I
is
don't know. It just hurt me pretty good.
yeah, its best move is to keep doing that because it's like max damage.
No, it
is-
isn't.
Its max damage is 20, which
No,
isn't
do
a
something
lot.
different. 20 hurts. 20
No.
hurts good.
Doesn't hurt you
Well,
guys at all.
it's not like it can use the feed again. So
Actually, it can,
no,
Shut the
why?
fuck up, everybody.
Oh, it says a specific living creature.
and
Oh,
only if
so
you
I'm safe
succeed the
now.
save. Nope. Again, it's actually Rye. You feel
Okay.
a now
So,
familiar.
all right. So previously, you've always tried to get me pregnant. Now your new thing is like, I'm a forced feeder. Is this
Actually,
like a new fetish?
this is called negging. It is when you make someone feel uglier
Oh,
or
oh,
worse
it's
than
I know
they
what
may
negging
truly
is.
be.
It's also called vor.
Yeah, this is
also,
like remote
it-
vor.
yeah, I've got distance vor fetish hit, and I've also got negging, so I can get you under my fold. I got this down. Please. I've been a male in the modern age. I know how this goes.
I hate everything about everyone.
At least it's not pegging.
You, not yet. He hasn't seen what the hologram can do with other parts. All right, yeah,
Light
yeah.
penetrates so many things.
You start to feel the familiar tingle. You maybe start to feel a more hollow pit in your stomach as you realize what's happening. And I need you to make a DC 19 will save, please.
Yeah. Hold on.
I just got a nice email. Amazon's giving everybody a $2 raise.
Nice.
Oh,
Good
that's
job,
good.
Michael. You deserve it.
But I don't work for Amazon. How are they gonna give me a raise? All right, we'll save.
Come on. Come on. Get him. Get him.
Oh,
You just moved your.
I hit up, but it's because I hit up to get to the last command.
Oh, wait. You could
roll
move
20.
tokens that way? That's kind of cool.
You never knew that?
I feel like you could make a game out of that. Blitzer ball. Let's do it. Rye, where's this roll?
I rolled a
22?
22.
What was the save? 19?
19.
Hey, you saved. You close down your mind, your antenna stop quivering, and you expunge the feeling. You still feel weak as crap right now, but you know that
Guessing
no
that means
longer.
I don't heal the damage from before.
Not yet. You are no longer feeling its presence feeding on your insides, and we can go to the next person.
Was this
Oh,
a
man, wow,
continuation or
that's-
did it use it again?
That's
I'm sorry, what was that?
It used it again?
Yeah, it
instead
used it
of-
again.
All right.
Which is a full action, so
I
it
don't
is
know.
done.
I don't know, Ryan. You probably should have left it happen. You would have had a spacecraft, or I'm sorry, a color blighted spacecraft. That's actually kind of. I've only seen one of those.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
That is cool. I just read that.
If anyone wants to go sit in this color for a bit, we can make it happen.
All right. So
Little do
now
you
that it's
know.
on to Zero's just going to keep doing what he does. And, free trick attack, because that's a thing.
Yep.
Um,
Miss.
28?
Yeah, it's not 30. The
Why did
trick-
you let
that's
me?
this is the trick, right?
No, the trick attack's automatic.
Oh,
It's
why-
literally my trick attack is, I think, like a 39.
Oh, I misunderstood what you meant by automatic trick attack or free trick attack or whatever. Oh no, so it's 28 totally hits its EAC, no problem. Or KAC, sorry for you, KAC.
All right. Another 23 damage.
All right. It begins to fade even more. It's becoming more and more transparent as these attacks impact with its amorphous surface. And after Zero is Rye. Unless you're moving anywhere, Zero, right? Or is that a full attack?
It's technically a full round, yeah.
Okay. Rye,
Granted,
you're
I
up.
can do it as a part of a movement. I'm just not moving.
What's the range on that gun?
Plenty.
Yeah, you're in a pretty tight space for that.
A pistol. The pistol we have is 60, so I can't imagine it doesn't have another 15 feet on it.
It
I'm
actually
just-
has 60.
I'm moving here so that I have an actual shot on target. So it's this plus 12 minus 4 is 8. Next.
To Seeker? Or is it Miller?
Yes, Seeker.
All right, so Seeker turns to Omega really quick, and his demeanor kind of changes instantly. Thank you. I've been trying to get out of that. I've been trying to get control for a while now, but with that apathy, whatever, it's just really getting to me. But I do. No, we don't have. We can't do that yet. We still have a chance against this thing. As he fires a missile, another volley of magic missiles at the color.
Yep.
That's
So
going
first
to
make
be
the spell resistance check, which is again d20 plus 10.
another plus another 2, so 26.
Why is it 26? Oh, because you have
Because I
the
got
right.
spell pen.
We talked about that. Yeah. So that is good. Yeah, it was 21 is the SR.
I got an 8.
What about
9,
Joel?
10, 11. 11.
11.
11.
So
So
16?
16. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, yeah, all missiles impact. It shakes again. The force. This time you hear like a weird rebound, like a boom, 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 as it begins petering out and slowly dissipating. It's still lingering, however. It is like the little fart cloud that could. And it is Miller's action.
All right. I wish I was in sound of mind to witness this as he pulls out a screwdriver and starts tweaking his weapon a little. And it's like, all right, this will use a little bit more, but it's going to deal more damage. Let's go. Not one.
Oof.
Reroll, anybody? Reroll?
No, don't do it because Dren's in the way. All right, make an attack roll against Dren.
Unless somebody really wants to give him a reroll.
You do
Don't do
have
it.
to roll fairly
Don't
high.
do it. Oh,
30.
Shadow's not subbed. Nice. I love it. Well, that's kind of sad, but we'll still roll with it.
You beat it by 1.
All right. Well, 5d10 plus 10 plus 2d6 damage is coming at you.
Okay.
Yikes.
This is so much more damage than I can do. It's awesome.
36 plus 11. 40,
To
47.
who?
To
To
Nick.
Dram.
Don't worry, I'm good. I got a lot of stamina.
Uh,
47.
So basically, Miller messes with the screwdriver, but as he's about to like finish adjusting it, it goes off in his hands, and he just full on blasts Dren in the back. Dren looks and manages to roll most of the way out of the blast. Again, stamina damage, not being actual damage to your person. And what's your reaction to this almost being shot in the back, which is a very familiar thing to Nick characters?
He punches Rye.
Too far away.
Screwdriver's
away.
still in hand. Miller and Dren lock eyes, and
I just go, come on.
yeah,
There's a small crater in the wall next to Dren's head.
but it was cool, right?
That's awesome. I love nat ones. You guys got to do that more often. Hey, Dren, it's your turn.
Okay, so I turn to Miller. No, I'm just kidding.
I'd allow it.
Dare I? I
Alright.
I dare. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Here we go.
Eeh.
He's going for it, boys. The
You are
man-
officially
Nice knowing
protected
you.
from. You are protected by your, your slime. You produce it as quickly as the thing dissolves you.
See how it goes.
But I'm actually using a revelation to get up there. So I'm using Stellar Rush.
Sure.
I wreath myself in fire and I charge. I bull rush and end with a melee attack for 3d6.
All right, any
Wow.
fire damage that's a bonus from that, don't bother rolling.
Yep. That it's really just flavored.
No, that's fair. And I know Stellar Rush does usually impart a bonus, which is why I'm telling you. So basically what you do is you get right up to it, and as soon as you come like within its borders, your fire is extinguished, but you still swing in with your tail attack.
Let's see. So that is 9 plus my bonus. So that is 25.
Oh, 25 to hit?
Yep.
Hits. And you're going to
No,
roll damage and
Um,
cut it in half.
I didn't roll the hit. I know how to play games. Base 18 for a total of a lot. I don't have my attack. Oh, it's right there. Duh. That is 32
And is
to
that
hit.
the double or half?
It's 32 to hit, and then it
Oh,
was
32 total
25
hits.
for total damage.
Okay, 25 is total damage, so cut 25 in half is 12.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you slice through the cloud parts with your blade, and then slowly begins to reform, but it's less than when it was before. And after Dren, Omega says, "I I really tried hard for that. I don't think you guys understand." He looks over to his right at the statues, and he kind of clicks his virtual fingers and says, "You're in, boys." And out of each of these statues comes an additional hologram, slightly differently shaped than the other androids in the room, but apparently a little bit more, how do you say, physical. Only 10 of them emerge from the 20 statues present, and I'm going to have them move as a unit. And let's see, this one stays within that. This one will stay there. Uh, this one. Um, you guys technically get attacks of opportunities if you want to. That's going to be Miller gets an attack of opportunity
No, I
against.
don't. I got a ranged weapon.
I think you guys basically. So Seeker, you probably also don't get an attack because of the ranged weapon, right?
Yeah, probably not.
And I'll say instead of
Um,
10 peeling away, we'll do one for each of you, and it'll be in this room. So there'll be 1, 2.
Technically, we don't get attacks if they stay within our.
There is one that passes between Seeker and Miller to get to Rye. And what it is ghostly images, other holograms begin emerging and peeling from the statues. Statues are still there. And they move next to the party, and they're all going to make attacks. Again, I'm just giving them the same combat roll, or round, rather. And these.
Could I suggest an alternative?
You may.
None of that happens.
Nope.
Hmm.
They
Shit.
attempt to slam their
I tried, guys, I
holographic
tried.
bodies into you. I won't have them do this. So first one's going to target Rye. That's going to be. Ooh, is that crit? No. It is 37 to hit your
Yeah,
EAC.
yeah, of course.
All right,
That's
and that
it.
is.
It is. Your EAC, is it 4 digits? Some deal 3752.
Pat, my EAC is 35, so I don't know why you're so low.
My EAC is 33.
Oh, all right.
No, he literally just said he basically almost critted, so he must have gotten an 18 or a 19.
It was a
Yeah.
19. It was a 19. It's 1d12 plus 8. And that didn't work. How do I do this? I hate this thing.
Slash roll.
Oh, slash roll? My bad. 1d12
Or you make a
plus
macro.
8. Well, I don't make macros for creatures I use once. So you are taking
A D20 or a D8?
it's again. I can just whatever.
And I'm just making it take longer. Go ahead.
You're taking what's the B for attack type, Chris?
Bludgeoning.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Let me check my armor here.
You keep figuring that math out because the next one is trying to
No,
slam.
I'm just gonna take it. How much was it? 14?
See,
What?
yes,
How much?
14.
14.
Seeker. That's what is your EAC?
27.
27, 16 plus, and I think what was it to hit? 18. Yeah, plus 18. That's gonna be
Ouch.
good.
When was our last fight
It's been a while.
that Reich was in?
A
Been a
long
longer
time, yeah.
while.
Okay, because my current HP is at 23,
No, you
Right.
should be at full HP and full
which
stamina.
is 64. Yeah.
All right. And for damage, I'm just gonna do a reroll of that. Roll 20s saying it's rolling the dice, but it's not. I only rolled a 1 for damage. 9 total points of bludgeoning damage to Seeker. Miller, I rolled a 17 plus 18 for your EAC.
That's 35
17 plus
exactly, right?
18 is a 35. For EAC is 35.
Nice. These things are just connecting all over the place. They're just holograms smashing into you, digitizing as they make connection, but the impact you feel, and you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine.
And the last one at 0.
Oh, actually, I have damage reduction.
Damn it. I rolled a 7 plus 18, which is
It's a
not
miss.
enough. Yeah, all right. And this one just tries to get you, and it looks at all of the other holograms that were super effective, and and Omega just trash, man, trash. All right.
Can we tell how these things happen to have physical bodies?
You may make a life
Engineering.
science check.
Life science?
Life
I-
science or engineering?
It's life science. It's just the way they do it.
Oh, in that case, I really can't. That's like the one skill operatives don't get.
I got 21.
Those are the only skills used. It's life science or magic, I think, or maybe religion, and this one would be life science out of all of them.
I'm surprised it is, considering it seems a technological in nature.
Well, you're gonna have to talk to the Starfinder folks about that. Let's see. Identify creature.
You're
with-
technological in nature.
Let's see.
Miller, does Miller have life science? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
I got
at it.
A lot of life science.
Look at those
Uh,
things.
Do you want me to look at it? All right,
So
fine.
you can
I'll
use certain skills to identify creatures. The skills used to identify. Oh no, hold on. It's construct technological. Use engineering. My
Oh.
bad.
All right.
I have
There's a whole
engineering, too.
table here. We've never had to use this table though. Yeah, for technological constructs, which this is
36.
a 36.
Yep.
This would be a pretty rare, and this is DC's 15 plus 1.5 the creature's CR. That's going to be all right. What was your total roll?
36.
Oh, cool. Yeah. You basically know everything about it. Well, what you are dealing with is some form of living hologram. They are incorporeal creatures. Hey, Chris, do you have your Alien Archive open?
Yeah.
This is
Oh.
Alien Archive 3.
Actually, I don't have Alien Archive open. I can go find it though.
Do you have the third Alien Archive?
Yeah.
All right. If you want to pull it up, it's page 66.
All right.
But
I'm sure basically all of us know this, probably. I mean, I think we all have engineering.
yeah, it's fair.
Those of us that aren't about to be dissolved. Sorry.
Let's see. Here it is. All right.
You found it? All right.
So, in numerous technologically advanced societies, holograms are used in advertising, entertainment, and other industries to catch the eye when two-dimensional images would fail. It gives a bunch of details about different holograms around. On very rare occasions, usually through a fault in the machinery or its projector, an advanced hologram gains a modicum of sentience and sometimes a twisted idea of the reason for its existence. These tech ghosts, as some call them, can appear in almost any shape, limited only by the capabilities of their projectors, and they use their forms of living light to harass their foes, sometimes even striking from a hidden spot in another holographic display, though they are always confined to the area near their projectors. While very few ever encounter living holograms, again, they're rare, or realize that they have, stories exist, yada, 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 yada. So basically what you're dealing with is a bunch of holograms that have come to life and are attacking you. You roughly know they're not too challenging to hit for you guys. EAC 20, KAC 21. Not really great on saves, but they are incorporeal and have rejuvenation abilities, and they have construct immunities, which is like any robots, like they don't bleed and stuff like that.
Can I interject for a second?
You may.
as Seeker.
Yeah, please.
You know what? That's it. Just, this is a waste of time. I'm taking over. Omega, just call off your dogs. I'll take your power.
All right.
Terrible idea.
Omega, as hologram, puts its hands together, and you can hear the knuckles cracking, even though no knuckles exist. And it simply reaches over because you're right next to it, grabs your shoulder, and fades from existence as it begins to funnel into your mind. Hey, Seeker, could you go ahead and make me a will save?
Yep.
Oh, actually,
Ooh-wee.
That was
So
on
now
me.
we have to kill Seeker, right? Because he wanted to destroy my gun, which was
21.
possessed by another gnat.
Yikes.
So we got to kill Seeker, right? I just want to make sure I understand the math correctly. Justin, is that accurate?
Hmm?
We got to kill Seeker now, right?
Seeker.
Possibly. Go
We're going
for
to
it.
stay in combat rounds because that's how things are going to work. You have a new subconscious. You already were packing 2, so it's getting a little crowded in your brain. What's
Seeker
happening is that the Seeker and Nat Prime have for now managed to stay level with the Nat 2.0 essence that's poured into you. But it does speak to you and only you. I'm assuming you're not keeping secrets.
No, I wouldn't keep secrets.
So what it does is it begins speaking to you, and it says, I haven't gotten the upper ground yet, but I will soon enough. I want you to move into the next room. I will open the doors once your compatriots have dissipated that color out of space.
Can't you just get it to go away?
That thing? No, God, no. What are you talking about?
Shut the doors then. Can I shut the doors with your
Whoa,
pat?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're over there, huh? I would yell, Dren, get back here.
Yeah, that thing's completely out of my control. You shouldn't have had me release it. If you want, you could snap these holograms away.
Snapped.
Bam! Snap of your fingers, all the holograms immediately fade as if they were never there.
And the door closed.
Doors remain open. There's more power within, but all you've done right now is unlock my experiences, my memories, and they'll slowly flood into you pervasively. If you go into the next room, you'll be able to download my very soul that I put here for safekeeping when my previous body came to take its rightful place. I think it's more poetic that you be the one to assume my mantle.
As
You
do I.
dogged my steps for years. Take my power as your own, and who knows? Maybe you can fight me back down into your core and just simply be better than. Or, eventually, you'll be me and nothing else. And yeah, that was at the top of the order, meaning that it is the color out of space's turn.
You
It says-
missed the
You can't eat me again.
What was that?
so-
you missed the thing, a hologram.
It snapped away.
That one it's flipping off 0 as it goes away. I'll
Because
get
it
you
missed.
next time, and it fades. The color out of space, no longer being able to feed on its preferred target, decides to get closer. Its fly speed is redonkulous.
it is
Um,
it is ridiculous.
I'm going to do a little bit of a GM Fiat here, and it's now going to occupy the same space. It just kind of flows over, ignores Dren entirely, completely flows over the monkey boy. It does
Hey, guys.
avoid any place where his slime is, though, because gross. And then it funnels into the room where everyone else is and begins to coalesce around Rye, Seeker, and Miller, and simultaneously makes a attack against all of them.
You
Which
guys,
is
hold on,
Does
hold on.
Dren
Ready?
get an
Ready?
attack of opportunity?
Dren, you may get an attack of opportunity. I'll allow it.
Yay.
Dren, do something.
Dren, do something.
21.
Miss.
Dren
Yeah.
does nothing.
Yeah, that's its EAC is 23. Come on, man, up your game.
I rolled very low.
Yeah, it just oozes past you, and then it coalesces around these 3, and it makes a disintegrating touch attack. I'm going to use the same attack roll for all of you. It is simply 1d. It's plus 20 to hit. Okay, this is probably going to hit.
Of
Slash
course it's gonna fucking hit.
roll.
I mean,
It's less than a
sounds like
50% chance.
It's
yeah,
probably
you gotta
automatically
roll
gonna
a
hit me.
Less than a
50.
Wow, I rolled pretty poorly. That's a total of 25 to hit your
Oh.
EAC.
I
Not
think you
me.
missed
Woo.
everyone.
It just funnels into the room, expands out to try and hit you, and
Yeah.
isn't able to get a grasp. So
No,
it's just got
actually,
this
yeah.
wispy
Chances
color.
are it was not going to hit. It's
Hmm.
less than less than half a percent.
What's your EAC?
I'm 35.
Oh, right. It's just plus 20, so it's still
Right.
pretty challenging to hit. That makes sense.
Just plus 20.
Yeah, I mean that's a 15 for most of them.
Yeah.
A
All right.
13 for Patrick.
Yeah. The color I was
High
thinking.
rolls get just plus 12.
Zero. You're up.
All right. So watching this thing just float into the room, Zero will move to the corner of the the second room.
Sure. And as
There
you do, it makes an attack of opportunity and attempts to disintegrate you because it has a
No, it
reach.
doesn't.
Damn it, operatives! God damn it! I gotta stop yelling. My kids are sleeping.
And then the free trick attack, and the regular attack for 24.
24 KAC, I believe, is hits. Yeah, that hits on the nose.
Ooh, that's a lot of max damage. So what's that? 50,
51.
51,
So
so
25.
25.
Okay. Minus 25 is equal to this number. Yeah, so you basically roll out of the room, all excessive operative style, and as you're running backwards, shoot your gun behind you, and you do manage to score a hit, missing your compatriots and diminishing the smoke even more. It's almost completely transparent now. And Rai, you're up and inside of it.
Ooh, you're inside of something for once.
I can't pot.
I mean, can you miss if you're inside of the whole
That's what I was
crowd?
just gonna say. I can't possibly miss. Watch me miss. 8. 27.
Hit.
Oh!
Nice.
I don't know how much damage it do.
Roll. Oh.
Miller, just roll the
3D
damage for him.
3d8
I was
plus
about-
your level.
I was going to say, Miller, if you have the damage on your thing, just hit the button.
3d8
could.
plus 10.
Yeah, it's the same amount for both of them.
38 plus 10.
So
So
24.
24.
So
And
12 damage.
12 damage. Hey guys, can you I don't know how well you can see how much HP is there.
I can't
Nope,
because
nope.
the light's blinding it, but
Is it 1?
It's
Is it
13.
one?
It's 13 right now.
Uh.
So you bring it down to exactly.
I will use a resolve point just to kill this thing.
Do resolve points do any damage? Is there
No.
I don't
No.
think so.
If the ability specifies it does.
Yeah.
all right. No, I like it at 1 HP. Yeah, you're basically inside it. You're doing the Hudson from Aliens
Boy,
where
am I.
the monster's coming down from the ceiling at him, and or is that the floor that gets Hudson? I think it might be the floor. And either way, you start getting you just
I
firing.
don't know the reference
wildly
you're
through the
talking about. Hudson?
You haven't seen
I got it.
Aliens?
Who?
Yes. Everybody else has.
Has seen what?
Not me.
Aliens.
I haven't.
Sigourney
Okay.
Weaver plays Ripley,
When I was a
reprising her
child.
role. Okay, all right.
I haven't seen it in a very
Hudson
long
is
time.
Bill Paxton as a military grunt.
Oh, he's dead.
Well, he was dead then too. Moving on. Hey Seeker, you want to kill this thing?
Yep. Just gonna magic missile at it.
At least
Make
I
sure
got
you
one
roll
hit.
that spell check though.
Yeah. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Guarded step.
yeah, I'm gonna flash teleport away really quick. Where is my roll 20 window? There it is. Flash teleport away.
I don't think this thing has more than one attack of opportunity, and it already used it. Oh no, I didn't because I can't. Haha, thanks.
Yeah, but I'm not inside of it now, so you know.
You
and then I'm
magic while in melee range.
what?
You cast magic while in melee range?
No, that was
No.
a flash teleport. That uses
that
a
is.
resolve point, and I just do it. It says that I don't provoke attacks of opportunity
Cool.
by doing that. So
Sure, you
Ah,
instant
it's not just
transition out of
operatives.
there.
Yep.
Well, at least his was magical and has a reason. I'm okay with that. He like wiggles
And-
his nose and teleports to the next room. Also an ability we've never seen till now.
there we
Yeah,
have.
we have.
We've seen
I've
it a
never
couple
seen it.
times.
When we
I don't
got
remember.
ambushed.
You said that the last time
Yeah.
I used it. You said that every time I've used it. I've never seen this before. Can you
Never
do?
seen this before. This is
Jeez.
bullshit.
All right, I got
Look at the table.
a
Can we put this
22,
on,
24. I got 24.
Yeah, that beats the 21 spell resistance.
Alright, and
Describe
then-
your kill.
All right, Seeker stoically just teleports away and just puts his hand up.
Seeker Nat 1 or Nat 2.0?
Well, it's Nat Promega.
Promegger.
Yeah. He
From Eager?
shoots out a non-colorful like silver missile at the thing and dissipates.
Yeah,
In a
it
big cloud
billows
of-
up as a cloud, spreads out fumes
There you
throughout
go.
the room, and then disappears as if it never were or never was. I don't know what I'm saying. Screw grammar, right, guys?
Yeah.
Dren goes.
So quickly
ran
messaging Miller
all
on
the way-
his wrist pad.
Hmm?
Do you have the anti-magic collar?
I do, right?
Right?
I
You
think
should.
I brought that. I'm pretty sure I remember us saying we. Oh wait, yeah, of course I have it. Yeah, no, we
Mm-hmm.
weren't. We were restricted to our equipment at the facility.
Yeah, you
not
guys
here.
have everything you would normally
Yeah.
have on you.
Yep.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
then no, I got.
I'm gonna message that we should put it on Seeker and not like ask him to put it on
Why?
because he just absorbed Nat 2.0.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he was standing right next to you.
It was still
Okay.
behind me.
Are you
and
guys
I
messaging
thought were
this?
they I thought they were telepathic.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
all of those conversations.
Yeah, yeah.
I will say, I believe Seeker was, or let the group know what Nat 2.0 said in his head,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Seeker's keeping you guys apprised.
I
of
wasn't keeping secrets.
All right, yeah, no, I didn't know if it was like a telepathic thing or something. Yeah, then yeah, I'll
I mean,
go.
I'm asking you if we should do that. That's what
Yeah,
Zero's thinking.
yeah, I think Zeke, I think
Okay.
this is for the best. For
Before-
this is for the best. Yeah.
Hold on. I will, if you come close to me, I will flash away again, or I'll dimension door away.
We've told you to stop
Either
flashing
one.
people.
It's okay, everybody. Trust me.
I don't.
I look at Zero.
The last time I trusted you, we fought color.
I look at
The
Zero.
concept of color. We fought color because of you.
Trust me like I trusted you.
You didn't, though.
Shut up.
I'm not
Rai.
talking to you, Rai. I'm
A
talking
ready
to Zero.
overload.
How do you intend to get rid of this?
We need to.
I mean,
I need to download Omega. It's time to end this.
in your head.
If
And you know what? He's going to speak with your mouth now,
Okay.
too, just to show that he can.
all right,
And Nat 2.0 says, yes, I think I agree. Time to end this. Hey, could you crack your knuckles? I don't have that yet.
oh sure, I'd love. Why did you do that? Don't do what he tells you.
All right. Yeah, sure. So if you'll snap again, we can open that door behind us. I don't know why he made. Okay, cool. The door slides open. I don't have a map for this.
Don't we need the boxes?
You have all of the. Oh no, you have one more box, right?
Yeah, Zero has it.
Zero
you
has
do
them.
need to put the last box into the last door to open it.
Yeah.
So trusting Seeker, he puts the box on the door.
Telepathy.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if he can hear it. Telepathy. I don't know. Yeah, I guess he probably could hear the telepathy anyway. And yes, if things go badly, please end it for
I
me,
have
please.
overload readied for bad stuff.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all are readying attacks in case,
Mhm.
Nat 2.0 seems to take over.
Well, then he can just flash teleport away anyway. So
Overload will daze him.
All right, so you slide in the last suitcase, which reads blank. Everything's cleared off of it. And the last door opens up. The next room is a hangar-sized space. As you guys kind of all filter in, it's got a lot of dust filtered in throughout this room, as if at one point there was some organic material. You don't see it anymore. What you do see is on the very far back wall is a giant BSU styled mech. It is easily twice the size of any of the mechs you own. and it looks like some of the commander units you have seen from the BSU forces. Justin, I sent you a picture in Hangouts. Could you throw that up on Roll20?
Blech.
That's not quite what I meant by throw up.
Oh,
The mech is, I
Oops.
think yours are all 20 meters. So this one is 40 meters in height, which is, what's 40 meters in feet? Anyone who's not 40 meters in feet. That is 130 feet high. This thing is massive. It's basically into this mountain where the lab is built into. This is why. It has a little loader, so like you can get on a platform and it'll take you up to the cockpit. On the right side of the room, there is a locker setup. It is another situation where we have a Boondock Saints style armory. I'll give you guys some random rolls into the loot category to see how that goes. And on the left side, there is a battery of computers. There's just walls of terminals and servers and a whole ton of things that are actually smoking a little bit. They've been running so hard to keep the holograms generated, to maintain a physical form for all of them, and to control this kind of laboratory, this facility that hasn't been used in years now. And some of these screens do start to slowly fade as they're no longer being utilized. But this is a heavily technological area. This is like a technomancer's dream. The voice in your head, not using your mouth, but again, I'm assuming you repeat everything back until you say otherwise.
Mhm.
All you need to do to download the final component of my greatness, enter the cockpit, jack in, and I'll be there.
Oh, thank God we got the jack in and not
Check
the way
out.
around.
Well, I didn't say how you get out of the mech. It's much more awkward.
The escape nozzle is mouth operated.
We did remove a couple ribs, so it could eject itself. Oh, gross. I'm kind of sad you guys didn't fight the holograms because they're actually pretty cool. But fine,
I
whatever.
was
I
I was
was-
not worried
Time.
about the
I honestly went for time because I know
You
it's
need to
taking
remember,
forever.
I don't fight anything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I was about to ask if we could just destroy the projectors.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you could have.
Yep.
I would have totally allowed it because they're all CR8 and there was going to be 10 of them. So, yeah, I'm cool with that. All right. So, what are you guys doing as a group?
I'm watching Seeker like a hawk, and
All right.
Yep.
I'm so sorry. This 130-foot mech, where the BSU mechs are white or silvered, this is done in like dark black metal with gold highlights, and it has a sort of gold crown or corona built into its head, which is what signifies that it's a command unit. So sorry for interrupting. Miller, please go ahead.
oh yeah, no, I'm just watching Seeker like a hawk and ready to overload him if he does anything bad.
Bad seeker.
Yep. And
Uh,
I'm gonna just start doing whatever I need to do.
Yeah. What is that? We're not letting him go into the cockpit alone in case that wasn't assumed.
So hey, Seeker, how about you tell us exactly what will go on?
How
I
about
mean,
you
if he
shut
has,
your fat rat mouth? Seeker says.
if he can
Secret
access
Space
your
says.
brain, I'm sure you can access his as well.
Oh, believe me, I'm trying.
No. If you'd like to, you can totally contest it. It's going to be a will contest.
Yep.
Oh, and what if what if what if
Somebody
I
can go up with
gaze-
me though. I would appreciate somebody going up with me.
Oh
Zero
yeah.
fully intended to, and I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
Miller did too.
Uh-huh.
The
And I just kinda
platform that
point-
takes you up is big enough. It's fine.
As we get up to the cockpit and I sit down, I just kind of point directly at my head,
Mhm.
and then at Zero's gun or whoever else's guns around. And I plug in. Let's do it.
Are you attempting to finish what you started? And I'm
Of course.
alluding to the renewing.
Of course.
Were you going to make a will contest to see if you had any knowledge on this thing? Are you able to glean anything from it?
Yeah, do it.
Oh, me? Yeah, sure.
All right. So it's just a will. Zero. What's your will save?
I think it's a +8.
+8. Okay.
Yeah, +8.
I
All
wish
right.
saves were better. My save
Slash
sucks.
roll 1d20 +8. 23.
Okay.
Is the 22 your roll?
Huh? Oh no, I haven't rolled yet. I
Oh, okay.
accidentally closed out a roll 20.
You bastard.
Ooh, 13.
All right, so you don't learn anything from it, and you see that it is pulling right now your most embarrassing memories and flashing them before your eyes. That time that you accidentally shot Brawl and then tricked him into punching Rye comes up more than once.
I don't know if he's embarrassed about that.
All right, so the cockpit itself isn't designed to hold more than one person, but you can keep the hatch open, and you guys can stay on the raised platform, which again, you are roughly 90 feet in the air to be center with its chest, I think. And so you have guns drawn, I think is what Seeker was motioning for.
Yep.
Okay. And as you go to plug in, I need you to make, this is just a will save on your part.
20. Oh, nat 20.
All right. Both the Seeker persona and the Nat Prime persona basically hold mental hands and clothesline the Nat 2.0 persona within you. And as you sit into the chair, what happens is, I'm trying to think, where was it that the Matrix, right. Just like in the Matrix, whenever they sat down to get plugged into the Matrix, where a literal port is jammed, or rather a jack is jammed into the back of their skull. You have one jammed in the back of your skull, and then kind of elastic looking pipes come out of the arms in the chair, link into your arms at wrists, and then at your legs at your Achilles heels. And they begin feeding not just data, but a literal soul that somehow Nat 2.0 is able to preserve throughout this massive mechanical construct and throughout this entire facility. And it begins pulling into you. Once more, the computer banks on the left side of the room whir into a frenzy. And this time, screens begin to shatter as they overheat and the glass breaks. And the different server data banks begin to slowly burn out.
Wow, this is not how any of this is supposed to happen. This defies logic. What are you doing?
That's why you don't put souls in the machine, my friend. And Seeker, you realize that there is no coming back from this. Despite your strongest will, literally your strongest force of will brought to bear against this, you were only able to defeat the hologram's memories and essence. With this soul rushing into you, it looks to fill your cup to overflowing and push the other two out. You have very little time to make a decision as to what you're going to do.
Can I override?
Seeker instantly starts shutting down
Can I
and
override?
begins the renewal process.
Renewal being what androids do when they've decided their life in this form is done. Miller, overriding would probably hurt Seeker and the Nat Prime personas as much as it would hurt the Nat 2.0 persona in this situation. Being that they're all one. Like, you're not, the only thing you would stop Seeker from doing is renewing.
No, I mean if he fails by enough, I control him.
Yeah. But it's not going to be Seeker.
Sure.
You'll control what's left, but you'll have lost Seeker.
All right.
So I'm totally comfortable with you doing it. Your decision is not based on Justin or my decision. So it's up to you. You've got your finger on the trigger, and you kind of see Seeker's eyes rolling in the back of his head. Seeker, do you want to say anything? That's totally up to you guys.
Well, first of all, I need to know exactly like what I can do. Do I have options, or is that like is that it?
You're dying.
Yes, I'm choosing to die.
You have moments left.
Will that
in which
work?
You are one way or the other. You're dying. You are being pushed out of your body, and you have no receptacle.
It's times like this where I think that the ability to have like a wisdom roll where you go, okay, me as the character, I might not be thinking of something that might be
that my character might think of. Like that's one of the downfalls to
I guess what I'm saying is, Dustin, is what we were saying is that before me and you, our talks.
Yeah, I'm
Is
ushering
that-
you into this. I don't know why the fuck
Okay,
you
yeah,
aren't
yeah.
talking. Do the
Then
thing.
that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
He did say it.
All right.
You
So
didn't say it.
oh, this is okay.
So Seeker kind of has a moment of clarity from jittering and shaking and his eyes rolling back, and he kind of comes to, but he's weak. He says, "Well, this is I think this is it for me. I think I'm gonna take a bit of a rest now. It's been a long journey, but I think I can take this bastard with me. I'm gonna
Only been
leave
a few
this.
years. You're only like 3 years old.
Oh, no, this has been going on for hundreds. I've been chasing
Hundreds
this
of
bastard
days.
for. Huh?
Hundreds of days.
Well, maybe for Seeker, but not for me. I, the only thing is that Seeker can't survive without me, without something else in this body. So,
Why don't you just kick the other guy out?
oh, I've got to take him with me. But Nate, you could possibly take the body.
Mhm.
Keep Seeker
Oh.
safe. Keep
Click,
Seeker
click,
alive.
what now?
I can?
Yeah,
That's a
this if you want this body, as long as you keep Seeker alive, I'll let you have it.
Wait, lose my cool gun?
I'll make you another. I'll make you another.
My cool gun has been way more useful than Seeker. No offense.
On his deathbed.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks,
Dren
Rye.
didn't make a
He's
remark
making
like
a
that.
noble
I don't-
sacrifice. No, I will not save him.
I don't know why Seeker liked you so much.
Uh,
Yeah, you do.
Prime, I never did like you much. They made us worse than you, inferior to you. For many years, we answered to you, made you with all the bells and whistles, and we got the dregs and tests.
Worse than Seeker? No wonder they all failed. Holy crap.
Hey, they could have been worse than you.
Oh, I'm useless in combat, admittedly.
In combat,
That
yeah.
being said, Seeker's all right. I'll do it for that stupid idiot. And I'll even take a back seat until he needs me. Yeah, I can do this. Let's do this. Miller,
Thank you.
Miller, plug
Yeah.
me in. Get me in
Uh,
there. Put me in, Chief.
Right.
No.
Right.
But it's my end.
Throw it.
No.
I'll make you a new one.
I don't want a new one. I chuck my gun and I do this.
Wait. For the fun of
Is
it,
that
should
how
we
little
have
kids do it? And it's been a while.
Yeah,
since I-
pretty much. Pretty much.
roll to see if he fails the throw?
Oh, yes, let's do it.
Oh my god, it is an athletics.
Oh,
isn't it?
man.
Roll me an athletics check.
Oh, hold on. Oh,
I
you better make
mean-
this. Is it athletic? Oh, it's definitely athletics, isn't it? It's not
I
acrobatics.
mean, if he fails,
It's just a nat 1 you need to roll. A nat 1 to screw nat
You know what?
1.
If I roll to hit him with it, I get a better throw.
Hit me with it.
I chuck my gun at him.
I
No,
just
I'll
want you
use
to roll
athletics.
a d20. That's all I want.
I rolled a 20 total.
Okay, all right. So yeah, you rather pettily toss it, and Miller, you catch it no problem.
Whoosh. All right, let's do this thing.
All right. So, small complication.
Nate lied.
As you're plugging in, Miller, I need you to make an engineering check because Nat 2.0 has heard everything. He's not ignoring you. He's at a slightly disposition. You found him at his exact weakest moment. He literally is this building and mecha you are within, except at this moment in time, he is suspended in between the building and his new form, which will be his permanent residence when this is done. He has no way back out. Seeker has begun the renewal process. Any android can electively renew, and what this is their soul leaves a body, they die, and a new soul is instantly brought in. From nowhere, no one has any idea where these souls come from. It's why androids are considered living beings. It's why it is completely inhumane to use them as tools or slaves. It is a horrifying practice. These things literally have souls that are right from the aether, just like any other sentient creature. And Seeker is attempting to renew, which will expand, or rather, I should say, Nat Prime is looking to renew, which will remove the soul of him and the soul of Nat 2.0, leaving just the personality of Seeker, which would be catatonic without a soul. It would be a dead corpse. Nat Nat 3, or Nate as we have come calling him, is attempting to take the place of the soul. He is attempting to be the soul that renews into the body. But Nat 2.0 is an all or nothing kind of person. And he's going to do a contested engineering check that Zero will totally roll for me.
All right. And just assume I'm automatically helping Miller also
Yeah.
for the.
Yeah.
All right.
Miller, you'll get a +2 to whatever
All
you
right,
roll.
I'll put the 2 in there then. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll roll after him.
Yeah, roll. Wow, 45 engineering check from Miller to try and do this transition into the triple soul swap as we're undergoing it. And Zero,
Numbers in Starfinder are so dumb.
36.
you are not successful, which means that Nat 2.0 is not successful. And he lets out a final psychic shriek as his soul, instead of finding a new home and finally being able to realize his power without the hound dogs of Cosmos after him, begins to be ripped from existence. The building around you shrieks. Every electronic that can moves at wild paces, doors slamming open and closed, video screens eliciting electronic shrieks, and the soul is expunged, as is Nat Prime's, who has a brief moment in time before he no longer exists.
With the last of his strength, Seeker extends his hand, conjuring one last montage of holographic images. First, there appears a well-dressed politician standing at a podium, shaking his fists in anger as anti-android protest signs rally behind him. Next, you see a little android girl painting a portrait of a human woman. The politician enters the scene as she runs up to him, offering her art to him with a smile. The politician responds with a fist. The hologram cuts to an image of Nat Prime standing over the eviscerated corpse of the politician, extending a hand towards the android girl, whose body is now broken, bloodied, and bruised. There's a short series of scenes showing the two growing close, cooking together, painting together, and then suddenly, Nat Prime is arguing with another android that looks just like him, presumably Nat 2.0. The young girl is now standing on a crowded city street with a dead look in her eyes. She explodes in a brilliant wave of colorful fire. Next, Nat Prime is sifting through the rubble, his face twisted in agony as he recovers the remains of his young ward, clutching her tightly to his chest. You then see Nat Prime on an operating table, his head sawed open, wires running from his brain to a glass tube full of singed gray matter. The last thing you see is a bandaged Seeker painting a portrait of a human woman as the hologram fades out along with the lights and Seeker circuitry.
And as the lights fade, they rest for a brief moment before coming back with a, what's a color Seeker wouldn't use traditionally? What's one that you don't think you have used at all?
Black.
I haven't really used green all that much.
Perfect. A bright green glow, his circuitry lights turned up to max, so much so that they are slightly painful to look at, begin to glow brightly as the Nat 3 soul transitions into his body and is born anew. Um, from one building corpse to another, Nat 3 has picked up a new body. Um, Justin, the Seeker persona still lives within this skull, where Nat 3 is the driving force, the soul. Um, Seeker Seeker does become aware again, as, to be honest, Seeker was never real to begin with. Seeker has no soul, has no original home, and is a product, but a product that Nat3 will proudly wear. For purposes of your player, Nat Prime is dead, and I would reevaluate Seeker's character a little bit. The Nat3 personality actually is a little bit more in line with Seeker than Prime ever was, in that they can be both a little arbitrary, flighty, and prone to whimsy. So I guess what I'm trying to say is Seeker harder. And anytime you would do anything that would be overlapping with a
Secret check?
not a secret check. Secret checks will be different things that I now govern. This is more of anytime you'd be kind of pushed to do an action that Prime would have done, hyper efficient, a little murdery based on your assassin background, etc. Nat 3 will quash it. Nat 3 was a scientist, and he more did manipulations of organics and studying of them and torturing of them than anything else. So again, he definitely does not fit the same mold as Prime. Functionally, for your character sheet, we will keep it mostly the same. We have to probably do some adjustments. I would say if there was any benefit to you
Build a whole new class.
I'm actually going to give it up to you. If you want to keep him exactly the same, that'll be Nat 3's choice of accepting Prime's wish. Or you can literally roll into a new class. I never told you what his actual class was because you never interacted with him as a living organism. You only had him when he was a part of a building. Again, a recurring theme with these line of androids. They must have something wrong. Or you can just simply roll stats again and see if you can improve your stats. I doubt that's the case. I think your stats for Seeker were pretty baller, but basically I'm giving you an option. If you wanted to reclass now, I'd give you that opportunity.
All right.
Obviously, we don't need to do it in session. This will be in between this and the next one.
He's gonna be a bard.
So the
Not an envoy.
I mean, he can be an
bard.
envoy that knows how to use his abilities.
No.
No, we already
A
have.
bard.
Yeah, an envoy that knows how to use his abilities.
No.
Can I wake up?
Not an envoy.
You wake
A
up.
bard.
All right. Seeker's eyes open slowly.
Welcome
Would
back,
anyone would anyone like a Seeker task?
This
Ugh.
guy.
I do.
Please
I
get
mean,
me
I
out
did-
of this thing.
That's a perfect thing to do the end credits off.
I know. Too bad we still have like half an hour.
Directed by. some shit like-
I mean, it could be the end and we just go to Dustin just rolling loot because that'll take a half hour.
Not quite.
Actually, true.
Not quite. You guys unplug Seeker?
Oh yeah.
I mean, does it look like there's anything wrong with doing that? Because this thing is like jacked into his brain, right?
I mean, it went in, it can come out. That's usually how it goes.
Can we inspect this stuff to make sure we're not about to like plow out his brain with it?
Sure.
All right. What do you want, engineering?
Yes, please.
27.
27. It doesn't look like there would be any damage to him. You really can't tell the function of the devices, though. But otherwise, it doesn't look like it would do any harm to Seeker.
Man, I have no reason to other than my paranoid thing that makes me think it's gonna blow up the whole facility because it's out, outfitted with bombs.
Miller just pulls him out.
Yeah, all right. The first explosion
Yeah.
starts in the computer banks on the left wall. You guys are all in the room. Can everyone give me a reflex save?
Oh, that.
Do I
can
get
do.
one? Or am I out?
Yeah, you actually don't need one. You're actually safe in the cockpit.
Okay.
I'm going to have it that Miller's in the cockpit because he's reaching over to reach in. So Miller, you're actually good too.
Oh, all right.
Zero and Rye on Dren are not.
What do you need? A
Reflex.
reflex?
Got a
30.
19.
DC's 20. So zero
Failed
is
it.
fine.
Working
Rye
on
I
it.
don't have yet.
Working on it.
And what was your roll, Dren?
19.
I'm so sorry.
19.
Nice.
Hey.
I'm going to assume you guys rode up on the platform.
I thought it was just being zero.
Yeah, I thought it was just the two of us.
last chance. Rye and Dren, would you have ridden up for the ride to see what was going on with
Well, they did give him the gun.
your buddy? Yeah, you had to give him the gun.
He
So
threw it.
No,
I
he
would say
threw it.
yes.
He didn't throw it 100 or 90 feet in the air.
Yeah.
All right, so
Never makes it better.
Dren and Rye, the first explosion rocks you back and forth and pitches you over the edge of this platform 90 feet in the air.
Told
No,
you.
I'm dead.
So my reflex makes me. I beat it by 10. Any chance I can try to catch one of them?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me another reflex save. I'll just call it a 15. You'll probably make it automatically at this point.
Surprise! It's Rye.
It is right.
Another reflex.
Yeah,
No. 0 makes the reflex because he catches.
I did it
Oh,
for.
okay, good because I rolled a 14.
I got a 24.
Yeah, you catch him, no problem. Basically, he pitches over, and you so good at this. You do like a barrel roll over to him and still manage to pull him back on, no problem. Dren falling immediately. You actually walked past Dren.
And the answer is I'm not touching slime.
Can
Probably would
I
have slipped anyways.
can I get
I
a
wonder
reaction?
how Dren would have been treated had he not introduced himself by selling us into slavery.
That was my bad. It wasn't even Nick's fault. That was mine.
I would have attempted to save both of you.
Can I get a quick reaction?
No, you're stuck in the chair,
Alright.
dog. You're still plugged in. You're gonna be falling. It's gonna be 9d6 points of damage. It's not even that bad. You'll be fine.
It's
Darth
96.
Sidious style, my Solarian fire powers go off as I'm falling. Ah!
You take 37 points of falling damage.
I
Which
mean,
I will
I'm
say directly applies to your HP, not your stamina.
I'm still good.
Yeah,
Hurt.
again,
Not good.
falling damage is like a joke in D&D and Starfinder. Literally, a character takes 1d6 damage per 10 feet fallen. You do land prone, so that's not great.
and when the second bomb goes off, no reflex save.
Yeah, I've already fallen. I'm good, and I can't get up. No, I can't get up.
And let's see. Yeah, it's fine. You guys hear a klaxon alarm going off, and the lights that were once running perfectly well lit dim to a dull orange. And Nat 2.0's voice comes over the comm. Welp, some bitches did it. I don't know if I'm dead or you just unplugged me wrong, but that lovely, massive beast of a mech that I had custom made through pilfered data is about to blow, and it's going to take y'all with it. Good luck.
Pull harder.
And you guys have, I'm going to use your same initiative order as you had last time. 0, you're up.
All
You're
right,
90 feet in the air.
So I've
Secret just
already.
yells out. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I already pulled up Rye. Rye's safely on the platform.
Yeah, Dren's the only one who fell.
All right, I immediately go to help Miller, assuming there's space. Is there space for me to help get Seeker out?
Enough. Yeah.
All right, I go to help get Seeker out of the chair.
Get the crowbar. Pry him up.
I
Get
will
him.
say,
Get under him. Get under him.
You want an engineering check from us?
no, I'll say with both of you, there's no way you could fail. You managed to unplug him the rest of the way, but Seeker, you did spend, I'll call that one move action to pull him out of the chair.
All right.
Another move action.
All right. Seeker
So
says,
we-
"Get everybody to me. I can get us out of here."
Oh, son of a bitch.
Your favorite spell, Dusty. Your favorite spell.
I hate this
Well,
shit.
in that case, everybody get on the
Dibs.
platform.
Last time he tried to save people, the person who looked like me did not get saved. Dibs. I go first.
So in that case, we should all just hop on that platform to ride down to Dren because he's on the floor.
Yep.
I have Seeker over my shoulder. Just because I want him over my shoulder.
I mean, I wait to activate the platform until we're all on it. That's my second action.
That's fine. And I guess you guys are all going to get onto the platform as a move action. And your spell, Seeker, is it a move action? Or it's
Dimension
just an
door.
action, a single
Standard.
action. Can you dimension door more than one person?
Yes, me and 4 people. So perfect.
Son of a-
Me first.
All right. You guys get down to the bottom. I'm going to have one more explosion go off just because of how long the lift takes to go down. 90
Before
feet.
the explosion goes off and they get down to the bottom, I go, it was a shortcut.
And as you say, shortcut. Now the equipment locker on the right explodes, and these are just preemptive. The mecha has not detonated yet. I need you guys to make reflex saves again, and this is another DC 20 for this directed explosion.
So I got a 19, so I'm using a resolve point to increase it to a 21.
I got a 30.
Okay.
25.
I got a
Okay.
19 again.
All right. So this directed explosion is going to be slash roll 4d6. Everyone who made the save takes half, so 6 points of damage, except for Zero, who's a stupid operative, and Dren takes 12 points of damage. This is to your
Still
stamina,
good.
Dren, not to your HP.
Okay, still very good then.
Yeah, you're fine. And then Seeker, how do you do the thing?
I cast Dimension Door and warp us all out of there. 800 feet at least. Or, yeah, 800 feet, because 400 plus 40.
Well
So
below
we're
a mile.
basically
Yeah.
in the cargo bay of our ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you-
however far away I can get us close to the ship that's not in here.
So the Wombo combo was if you guys had been affected by the aura of lassitude, not killed the color, and triggered the explosion, you literally couldn't get far enough away. But unfortunately, you did things in the right order the wrong way, and you teleport into the ship, or sorry, you dimension door into the ship. Bam! You walk in on Notsob, who was, well, he's not doing what he was doing anymore, and you guys kind of like all scatter and rush to your spots, and you can hear and feel the explosions coming from within the compound. And
So as I'm heading towards the the pilot's deck, I kind of radio to Rex, hoping he's there, and say, "Get the ship ready for takeoff."
yeah, okay. So he's just kind of rolling around up there. Yeah. Engines warmed up, and you guys are able to take off, and you are at minimum safe distance when the whole facility explodes, and it creates a massive crater in this already barren landscape. So it's one more smoking ruin amongst the dead planet. And as you guys pull away, um, you realize you didn't accomplish a ton.
Oh,
But
I accomplished my job.
you did accomplish your job.
I was just along for the ride. I didn't have a job.
Well, you carried the savior.
In the loot.
Yeah.
What loot?
Oh, all right.
You blew it up, you bastards.
You
I
blew
was
it
gonna-
all
I
up.
didn't blow it up.
I was gonna give you the option to run by and grab some, but
Had Seeker not said nothing.
Hey, my
Seekers
paranoia
betrayed us
was
once again.
acknowledged.
I'll explain that in the after party.
Yo,
all right.
retcon it.
No,
Would it have
I'll
been?
explain it.
Was there any possible way to detach him with our engineering checks?
It was a failsafe. You can't manually detach him. It was again, it's part of the super paranoid Nat 2.0, which I guess tracks from you to it. But the idea was if it wasn't willfully released, to which was a Nat 2.0 thing he could do, you guys were kind of boned. It was going to explode anyways. Everything in this was set to kill anyone who didn't go his way.
And in my, defense, I play games with Dustin.
Yeah, we
I
should
know
all know
metagame.
better.
No. You were right to check to see if it would damage Seeker. That is totally a petty thing I would do. But again, the nature of it wasn't that, and you had no way of doing the booby trap from there. Had you checked the computer consoles and done some more research before rushing into the cockpit, or looted before rushing into the cockpit, or done anything before rushing into the cockpit, you would have had a lot more options. As it was, you guys only made it out unscathed because I forgot about Dimension Door again. There you go.
That's
I
the first
wouldn't-
time I've used that one.
I wouldn't have done anything.
It's a shame you didn't push us to putting the magic collar on Seeker.
That's why I was like, please don't. I was like, please don't. I was thinking that. That's why I tried to get you guys to trust me instead of, yeah.
As you guys are flying away, leaving behind the dead planet, Justinian comes over, his pallor showing clearly as he kind of nervously frets and says, "So, how did it go?" He's mostly looking at Zero.
I mean, I'm still me.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I mean, I actually, what Zero intends to do is starts compiling a list of all the things Nat 2.0 did because I have all those memories.
Yeah, that is. You did get some follow up there. You did get memories. That's right. I forgot you downloaded those. All right, so you did get more than you thought. I
Yeah,
guess
because
as you
supposedly I'm getting some massive bonus, or maybe not massive, but a bonus to skill checks or some type, or
uh,
some type of bonus you were going to give me.
I forget what the exact bonus would be, but I will say it's probably going to look like advantage on any assassin skills. So if you can pitch it as an assassin skill, I'll be giving you advantage rolls. You
Every
already
trick
break the
attack.
game, so
Every trick attack I do is an assassin skill.
nah, that's not a skill check though. That's an ability.
It is a
I'm
skill.
talking about like
Trick attack is a skill check. It's a stealth check.
yeah, but stealth is. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
it
more
is.
meant when you're using stealth as stealth. I don't know if that translates. Show me the rule text. I'll probably be okay with it because I'm a super lazy GM. Um, right.
I'm fine with actually attempting to be more stealthy
Uh,
because I'll actually just start doing things where if it's going to be like a massive bonus to an attack or maybe make it like an auto crit or something like that, if I attack out of complete
you know
like
what? Let's double down on the assassin thing. Instead of giving you anything bonus to skill checks, we'll give you a if you can attack any anything that's like not immune to crits. If you can attack it unseen, so get an actual true blue sneak attack, um, will allow you to do automatic crit.
fine, easy.
Yeah,
When
Oh
I
boy.
turn invis and
I'm aware.
don't move her around,
I'm
I'm
aware.
pretty sure my stealth check will be a 50.
Yep. I'm okay with it. You guys are gonna need what you have for the next bit, so
Or
that's
40
okay.
actually. 40.
All right. Now, as you guys are flying away, I will have Zero walking through memory lane as he does witness all the things you guys saw on the screen, which was the graphic acts of violence against anyone who even looked wrong at an android. And these attacks were violent, excessively so, targeted innocents and the perpetrator. Anything that was in the vicinity was likely doomed. And you do see how he was able to separate his soul from his body through the use of highly skilled technomancers, mystics, and engineers. You had this entire facility constructed with circuitry that looked somewhat similar to how your internal brain was laid out, and then the mecha itself was based off of prototype material that you had stolen from the Border Space Union way back when. There's actually a whole bit in the databanks about Gerson, Derlith Gerson, that you guys didn't get access to. You've got some of it in the back of your head in terms of it looks like as a highly proficient member of Cosmos and then a rogue terrorist, you were in some sort of collusion or awareness of some of Derlith Gerson's plans as he was doing a lot of backroom deals in the border space, the space that he kind of was a military commander for. And that's where this mecha came from. It actually had a slave circuit attached to it that would have allowed you guys, had you gone along with Nat 2.0, control all of the other BSU mecha as it was built without them knowing it existed. You had the one ring and you threw it in Mount Doom, which probably for the best. Uh, the process had actually caused Zero to renew, unlike what Nat Prime did with the basically adding a fake persona on top of his soul. Uh, Nat 2.0 Omega extracted his soul into another receptacle through magics not dissimilar to how liches are formed. And then your body had the Zero soul come in. So, Zero, as a being, you can now truly know you are not some replica, half-assed copy, or nonsense that Seeker pulled off. Half measure. You are your own being, and frankly, you always were. You just happen to be in the chassis of a mass murdering psychopath.
Comforting.
What was that?
Like comforting.
and, and I think this note of self-being, individuality, and self-realization will be what we close out on. Do you have any parting words as we end this episode, Zero?
No, silence. That's his thing. He's actually just kind of ruminating on all of the crap his former body did,
Sure.
because he now has that all in his head.
I'll have you misty-eyed looking out into space over Rex's shoulder as he pilots the Spirit of Shirket.
You would have kicked him out of the pilot
Zero,
seat.
you're
No,
muted.
As you slide into the
He
seat,
would be multitasking.
and you return back to the Diaspora, ready for the next leg in your journey. All right, that'll be it for this episode of Mostly Harmful. We will be transitioning to the after party directly after, which, if you weren't watching us live, you can always find on our Patreon at bit.ly/neverpatreon. We
This is the
appreciate
first of the
any
month.
support you guys can give. This one will specifically, I forgot it is the first of the month because we missed last week. This one will be on YouTube, so you can always check this one out as what kind of flavor you can expect from our after parties. So make sure you check it out on YouTube. For now, I want to say thank you all for watching. Hang out in the after
Listening.
party so Justin can tell you what we had talked about for tonight. And does anyone else have any parting remarks?
Yeah, Patrick.
Right.
Actually,
Remember,
wait, sorry. Yeah, Dren, don't fall off the platform.
I was gonna say, yeah, Nate Prime and Nate 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, leaving
more.
us.
No more Nat Prime.
Yeah.
Another death that's not a death.
Next, yeah, there you go. Next Tuesday, we'll be doing something else. Were we planning a second playtest of Hench, or we leave this for
It
another
was
design
supposed to be for
session?
St. Patty's Day, but then stuff happened.
Yeah, right. Well, you fought a green cloud. It's fine. That's like a never mind. Go ahead.
And the green from Seeker and Nat 3, it all works out. St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Nice. All right, we're gonna move on to that party. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, folks, never split the party.
Yeah,
I already
Patrick.
said it.
I know
I
you
guess.
do.
I already
No.
said it.
We all
No.
Say
said
that
it.
again. Why not?
No,
I
Yeah,
didn't say it.
Patrick.
I
I
didn't
had
say yeah,
nothing to do
Patrick.
with it.